So anyway, what's your name?
Okay. Well, I'm Prince Petey.
And I'm Pod Unique.
Yep.
All right. And where y'all originally from?
I'm originally from Cleveland, so I'm really looking forward to this Paul George coming to Cleveland. We need another ring.
And I am from the great city of Ohio.
You from? I heard Ohio. What city?
Toledo.
Toledo. So both y'all from Ohio. So Cleveland and Toledo.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
So y'all both represent y'all Cleveland. Y'all were big up to Cleveland. Definitely, I'm sure during the playoffs last week, right?
Yeah, man.
Bro with them until the game. I had so much hope with them.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. What a lot of people don't understand is what happens on the court affects what happens in the city. When we win, it's a lot of people's lives spared. When we lose, they go on a rampage, bro.
I bet, man. I can guarantee that, man. I'm sure some stuff was turned over too, man. They were going in, I'm sure. Shout out to my man Jelani up in this piece, man. He up in the chat room. One of the X Squad affiliates, the host of the Wait a Minute show, which you can find on Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. mark. So, Jelani, like I said, shout out to you for turning me on to House of Fly, Faro Jar, this group, you know what I'm saying? This beautifulness that these people actually put out, man. So, like I said, without further ado, what we're going to do, I'm going to dig into what you guys do, your music, your vibe, how you classify yourself, then we're going to pop off a tune, talk about it, and everything else.
Okay.
So, my first question is, how long have y'all been performing, number one? Well, how long have you, was it initiated that you would start a group, even before performing?
Well, I would say maybe about 5 years.
Okay.
It's been before that, because we've been married almost 5.
Okay.
So we've been performing since we were dating.
Yeah, true that. She right.
So I know it seems like it seems as long, but it's been about 7.5 years.
Yep.
Did the music
Time
bring you
flies.
together? I mean, was y'all put together because of the music? Like, yo, we did this duet and
Yeah,
go ahead.
Well, we
actually met.
We met at a show.
We met at a show, and we used music to spit game at each other, actually. We let each other hear each other's tracks. We thought they was kind of dope. And so we exchanged numbers so that we could, air quotes, work on music together.
Wow.
And, it turns out that we did. But, of course we wanted more than that.
That's exciting there. Now, was that here in Atlanta or was that in Ohio?
That was in Ohio.
In Ohio.
Yep,
wow.
it was in, Taja was actually going to Kent State at the time. And that's when we kind of met and started making amazing music back then.
So, a lot of people have migrated to Atlanta for the search of them hearing, that it's very fruitful as far as the music industry. Did the music industry bring you here? Did you say, yo, we can go to Atlanta and do our thing, or was it something else that brought you here?
Not necessarily. Things are changing as far as, musically, the music climate is changing, and a lot of people is realizing it. The routes in which you go about getting your music out there and the places where you're trying to go. I'm a advocate of independent music and independent music artists. So Atlanta we came here necessarily, we were doing like what would you call it?
We were doing like missions work. So a lot of it was we would do like a lot of local ministry work, and we were we participated in a group of people who did that, and that's kind of what brought us here. I feel like Yahweh brought us here. Like we met a group of people, we liked what they were doing, so we actually decided to move down here and continue that. and we still that's still behind a lot of what we do. But it just so happened that music had opened the door as well here, so we ended up taking advantage of those opportunities.
Wow. Yeah, it was really like on the whim. Like it wasn't anything like super planned. That's kind of how we are.
And you know
so
what?
it was really just.
I'm big into independent artists as well, man. I did a music conference for 13 years out of Charlotte called the Mid-Atlantic Music Conference. So I myself, I dealt with a lot of independent artists, over the past, year. So I've always searched high and low for, acts throughout the region, especially inviting them to perform and, we had different stages. We had 3 stages that we run at a time. One time we had a six stage event going on, man. But it was always all types of music: rock, pop, hip hop, gospel. Folk, bluegrass, folk music. We had all that stuff running all at the same time, and it was crazy because of the mesh of people that we brought together. Now, your style of music, I cannot put my finger on it, man. I know it and I hear it, and there's an artist or two that I feel the same vibe from. But it's soul, but it's also something else. It's got I don't know, it's ambient. I don't know the proper term to it. How do you classify your music?
We actually don't. We answer the same. People ask us, oh, you do music. What kind of music do you do? And we're always like, we just hear it, and whatever it is to you. But the best way we've been able to describe it is a fusion of different sounds. Petey and I are just music lovers. We grew up, with grandparents who were into music and, parents who were in the old school. And we also we've been in several different environments. So we just like all kinds of music. So just placing all of those elements into expressing our music is kind of what just kind of came out.
Yeah. And another thing is right now, I can name a couple artists, like really the barriers that kind of separated music. A lot of those barriers are gone now. Rappers are singers now. Singers are rappers.
Yep.
Country is hip hop, So right now you're getting pretty much just a gumbo pot of music, and at the end of the day,
I like that description.
We listen to a lot of I grew up listening to Nickelback, to Motown, to just gospel music. So a lot of that just came out into building the sound that House of Fly has. The ambient feel, like what you were saying, I'm huge into that. Making people think, something when we pick it or when we're going through tracks, that's the main theme is invoking thought,
And the amazing thing with coming up with the sound, it's almost like Faro Jaro was in our head. It's like
wow.
We knew. It's like we worked with so many different kinds of producers who we would give them, because Petey and I we play instruments, and we would bring the bass to a producer,
right.
And they would try to make it one way, and we're like, but it's almost like Faro Jaro was right there with us in that same space, and it's like he gave our sound the completeness that it needed.
Yeah, it was the perfect addition.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you that
he came.
That guy, I'm saying Faro Jaro. I listened because today I said, okay, let me go get into the vibe of Faro Jaro. So I said, okay, I went to his site and actually just listened to the beats page, and it just had all his beats that you can lease and whatever, buy whatever. And I was just going down, and he just had this one here sounds like Future, this one here is like Rihanna, this one here is Sierra. You know what I'm saying? And he was definitely right in his assessment. But I mean, it was his own sound. It's like his sound's like nothing else I ever heard. And talent wise, I'm like, yo, as a producer, I'm like, y'all flow so perfectly over his track. And I'm just like, that's a perfect marriage. I thought that immediately. When I heard it.
And the cool thing about working with him, it wasn't necessarily just the beats. It was actually bringing the whole production, like the mix. I mean,
and we actually vibed well with him. Like, you know, we're big on the relationship, and I think that had a lot to do with getting to know us and vibing with us and creating that sound we needed.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, it was. He actually got the isn't more than just the beat. To me, it was like he got the soul of the music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to where before I said like, oh, I want this like this, because he went to school not only just for production, but he mixes and everything.
Right.
So a lot of the effects that you're hearing, and that's us just sitting in the studio, you know, just pushing and sharpening each other to get better.
Wow. So that's a good, man. That was a good vibe, man. That's perfect, man. If you can feel, you know what I'm saying, the way he vibes, the way he creates, you know what I'm saying, and the way y'all create and y'all was able to just come together and make that pop, then, man, it was beautiful, man. Like I said, in fact, you know what? That puts me right into Beautiful Dreamers. We're going to go right into that. That's the first song. I'm going straight down the album. So we're going to go down the album. We're going to discuss it, you know what I'm saying, track by track. Just like I said, it's a laid back listening session. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk, we're going to interview, and we're just going to kick it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on Beautiful Dreamers. We're gonna play a little bit of that, and we're going to come back and talk about it.
Okay.
All right.
Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful dreamers, wake up and see. Oh, you're a slave in this dream world, thinking you're free. Oh, how long will you slumber? Why niggas die in these streets? Beautiful dreamers, wake up from this nightmare. You're so unaware of the lions, leopards, and bears. Listen up for prayer for our children, let's pray for our children that's dying out there. Who fathers in prison and mothers addicted to clubbing in hell. Wake up my people as you see what's going on. You beautiful dreamers, wake up from your sleep. You've been asleep for way too long. Wake up from this matrix made to enslave us, learn how to hate it. Teachers, please teach us. Leaders, please lead us. This world, it needs you. You beautiful dreamers. Beautiful dreamers. Wake up and see. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're a slave in this dream world. Thinking you're free. How long will you slum? Oh, how long will you slum? Why niggas die? Why niggas die in these streets? Beautiful dreamers. Wake up. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. This light to see through the darkness first hurts the eyes, but you gotta keep looking. Search through the lights. Your vision is blurred from these pictures implanted inside of your mind.
I need you to wake up from your slumber, put your eyes on truth. The poison that you're under, bro's killing you. Breathing in the fumes, you don't have a clue of what you're breathing in. That yellow, that poison has got y'all wasted from the host clock. Got your mind in a daze, you turn up. Your heart stays vacant, kills you all off while she laughs in your face. And you die young and you reap your lies. You may have lived once, now you've got to die twice. Not too late to open your eyes. So follow.
Teachers, please teach us. Leaders, please lead us. This world, it needs you. You beautiful dreamers. Beautiful dreamers.